There's a certain kind of exhaustion that hits differently, the kind that comes from trying your best and still feeling stuck. You know exactly what you want. You're not lost or confused about your goals. You've read the books, watched the self-improvement videos, and filled your notes app with plans for how you're going to change starting this week. And for a few days, you actually follow through. You wake up earlier, stay focused, and put in the effort. But then life happens. Things get busy, or one bad day throws everything off track, and suddenly the whole routine falls apart. Then you start again, and it falls apart again. Over time, this cycle of effort and collapse keeps repeating, and somewhere deep down, a quiet question starts to grow. Why does this feel so much harder for me than it seems for everyone else? The problem isn't that you lack discipline. The real issue is that you're depending on effort when you should be building a system. These two approaches lead to completely different results because they work in completely different ways. Effort is something you have to recreate every single day. A system, on the other hand, continues to produce results whether you feel motivated or not. So if you genuinely want to change, give me just 10 minutes of your focus. If even that feels like too much, then maybe this isn't the right moment. But if you're still here, it means you're serious. So pay attention, because what you're about to hear will either push you forward or make you realize you're not ready yet. Most people structure their lives around goals. They decide what they want and then try to chase it. And while goals are useful for direction, they come with a major flaw. A goal tells you where you want to end up, but it doesn't tell you what to do on a random Tuesday morning when motivation is gone and distractions are everywhere. Goals focus on outcomes, but they don't create the conditions needed to achieve those outcomes. And those conditions are everything. That's why systems matter more. A system is simply something you follow every day that increases your chances of success, regardless of how you feel. Goals are something you either achieve or miss. Systems are something you either follow or ignore. And unlike outcomes, following a system is completely within your control. A system doesn't have to be complicated. It's just a set of actions done at specific times in a specific order without needing to make new decisions every day. This matters because of decision fatigue. The more decisions you make throughout the day, the worse your decision-making becomes. If every morning you're deciding whether to work out, what to work on, or how long to focus, you're wasting your best mental energy on planning instead of doing. A system removes that problem. The workout happens at the same time, the work block starts at the same time, your phone goes away at the same time. It's already decided, so you just follow through. History even shows this works. Benjamin Franklin ran his entire life on a structured system. His days followed a clear routine, from asking himself each morning what good he would do to reflecting each evening on what he had accomplished. He tracked his habits, reviewed them regularly, and stayed consistent. His success wasn't just talent, it was the system he followed that made productive behavior automatic. If you want a system that actually works, it needs to be built for your worst days, not your best ones. Most people design routines when they feel motivated, which means those routines only work when everything is going well. The moment things get difficult, the system collapses. A real system is built with the expectation that some days will be messy, motivation will drop, and life will interfere. If it can't survive those days, it's not a real system. A strong system has 3 key parts. First, anchor habits. These are 2 or 3 non-negotiable actions you complete every single day, no matter what. They form the foundation of everything else. Second, a clear structure for your time. Different parts of your day are assigned to specific types of work, so you're never wondering what to do next. Third, a reset mechanism. A simple way to get back on track after a bad day without giving up completely. Anchor habits are especially powerful when you connect them to things you already do. If you make coffee every morning, use that moment to plan your top 3 tasks. If you take a lunch break, add 20 minutes of reading. If you brush your teeth at night, review whether you completed your key tasks. These small additions may seem simple, but over time they become automatic and create real momentum. Your system also needs to respect your energy. Not all hours of the day are equal. Most people have a peak window of 2 to 4 hours where their focus and thinking are at their best. That's when your most important work should happen. Lower energy periods should be reserved for simpler tasks like emails or admin work. Many people do the opposite, wasting their best hours on low-value tasks and leaving important work for when they're mentally drained. Fixing just this one mistake can dramatically improve your results. But here's the part most people overlook. When you follow a system consistently, it doesn't just change what you do, it changes who you are. Every time you stick to your system, you're reinforcing a new identity. You're no longer someone trying to be disciplined. You become someone who is disciplined. You're no longer trying to succeed. You become someone who naturally does the things that lead to success. This identity shift is powerful because it makes your behavior easier to maintain. Acting in alignment with who you believe you are takes less effort than constantly forcing yourself to change. In the beginning, the results might seem small, but you're building proof that you are consistent, focused, and capable. And over time, that proof compounds just like an investment, slow at first, then impossible to ignore. So start simple. Choose 3 anchor habits that, if done daily for the next 90 days, would move your life forward. Make them small enough to handle even on your worst days. Attach them to routines you already have. Protect your peak hours for your most important work before distractions take over. And at the end of each week, review and adjust without judging yourself. That's a system. It's not flashy or complicated, but it works. The people who seem to succeed effortlessly aren't relying on motivation. They've built systems that keep running no matter how they feel. Build yours, stay consistent, and let it do the heavy lifting.
And now, it's on you. Don't just listen to this and move on like every other video or idea you've come across. Take a minute and actually decide your 3 anchor habits. Write them down, keep them simple, and start today. Not tomorrow, not next week, because nothing changes until you do. And if you follow this system consistently, even on your worst days, you won't just see progress, you'll become the kind of person who creates it naturally. If this made you think differently, make sure you subscribe and stick around, because this is the kind of shift that can change everything if you actually apply it. Drop a comment with your 3 anchor habits. I want to see who's serious about leveling up. And if you know someone who's stuck in that cycle of starting and stopping, send this to them. Your future self is watching what you do next. Don't disappoint them.